We're now going to do our diffusion notes. Please make sure that you have your diffusion notes in front of you and something to write with. The first and probably most important information as part of this section is that in solutions, particles are moving constantly. So they never sit still, they're never just stagnant, they're always moving back and forth in a solution. As they're moving, they are colliding with one another and they will spread out randomly from this collision. As this happens, particles tend to move from an area of high concentration to an area of low concentration. So you can see here in the image on the right corner of your screen how it has a lot of particles concentrated over here on the left side. This is high concentration. And the particles will bump into each other and collide and eventually move to where there's a lower concentration. Think of like you standing in a crowded room. Okay, like if a whole bunch of people are crowded in one corner where you can't hear each other talk, you're naturally going to disperse out into the room and spread out to a nice comfortable distance from each other. That's what's happening here as well. They're moving from an area of high concentration to an area of low concentration. This process is called diffusion. When the concentration is the same throughout the system reaches equilibrium. So as they've moved from high concentration to low concentration, they will spread out and keep spreading out and keep spreading out until everybody is a nice even space from each other, and that's called equilibrium. But, and this is very, very important, you need to remember this, even when equilibrium is reached, even when everything is nice and even and really comfortable for the particles, they are still always moving. So those molecules are always going to continue to move even when we have equilibrium. So here's another image. You see that we've got a high concentration on this side and a low concentration on this side. The particles are moving and spreading out from high concentration to low concentration until everything is nice and even in equilibrium. This one shows two different kinds of particles, so this is another step added. We have high concentration of purple on this side and a high concentration of yellow on this side. They're going to move from high to low, so the purple is going to move this way and the yellow is going to move this way. We have now reached equilibrium. Everything's nice and even, but these particles are still moving back and forth across that membrane. So here's just one more image showing you diffusion. We've got some water and some colorful dye placed in it. You see that the high concentration is here. All little particles are bunched together. They're going to move to areas of low concentration there until they have reached equilibrium. If you have some extra time, whether it be in class right now or at a later time, I encourage you to go to this website and check out the animations that they have showing you diffusion and some of the descriptions for diffusion and something a little bit more specific we're going to talk about next time, which is osmosis. Once again, I encourage you, you don't have to, but it always helps.